Hi there, this is Solitary Ronin from Solitary Ronin Films, and welcome to another random review. And today's random review comes from 1990, and it's Charles Burnett's To Sleep With Anger. This is a Criterion Blu-ray release. It's spine number 963. This is a film set in South Central Los Angeles. But for once, it's not about gang warfare or drugs or rap music. It's about a normal family and the upset that happens to them when an old familiar face turns up and starts kind of taking control of the home. Charles Burnett kind of came to notoriety for his film Killer of Sheep, which again is kind of set in South Central Los Angeles and shows kind of working class family life. This film stars Paul Butler, who will be a familiar face to David Mamet fans, and Mary Alice, and they are the mother and father of the household. Mary Alice has been in lots of television and quite a lot of films, but not to insert a John Sayles thing, but I'm going to anyway. She gave a fantastic performance in Sayles' Sunshine State from 2003, where she played Angela Bassett's mum. So in this film, the pair of them have come to LA after the Great Migration from the South, and they keep the kind of country ways. They have chickens and their own vegetables, and they have two sons, one of which is your stand-up guy, and the other one is a bit of a layabout and is a bit lazy. He's not interested in the old ways, he just wants to make money as easily as possible. He has kind of a little bit of tension with his wife because he's kind of lackadaisical as far as bringing up their son. And into this kind of situation comes Danny Glover. Again, this was 1990, so Danny Glover also made Predator 2 in the same year. But if you're looking for Danny Glover to be the usual kind of almost typecast good guy and kind of generally upright citizen, this film's a bit of a departure for him. He is a bit of a shady character from the South, from the past. And it's really how he kind of insinuates himself into the family. Something happens to the patriarch. We're kind of given a hint that perhaps Danny Glover's character's got something to do with it, to kind of get him out of the way for a while, and he can kind of take root in the house. And the younger son kind of goes under Danny Glover's wing, and he kind of learns, or Danny Glover kind of shows him the ropes about how he should be treating his wife, and he manages to get some good old-fashioned corn liquor that will probably make you go blind after a few glasses. It's a wonderful ensemble piece. It's really about the past and the present and how they affect your future, the choices that you make in your life. It's wonderfully shot. It's got great music. There's a kind of running joke about there's a little boy in the house next door who's desperately trying to play the trumpet, and Danny Glover's constantly threatening to go and teach him how to play it or stick the trumpet somewhere else. And he has a really nice kind of moment near the end of the film that's actually quite moving. As much as this is kind of Danny Glover's film, because he really relishes the role of a pretty bad dude, Mary Alice's performance is just wonderful as the matriarch of the family, trying to control all the men in the family. There's great support by, if you're a fan of Bond, the guy with the mechanical arm and the crocodile farm in Live and Let Die, or the alligator farm in Live and Let Die. He makes an appearance and he's on a little bit. There's kind of nice little jabs at the church, and again the clash of beliefs between the spirituality of the church and belief in God, and also the kind of old remedies from the south and the kind of traditions that were believed. Charles Burnett wanted to kind of make a film about the kind of superstitions, about the storytelling that happened in the south, and perhaps as the generations pass have been lost. Again, no amazing revelations happen particularly. It's just a wonderful little character piece. The extras on this it's a new interview of Family and Folklore featuring Charles Burnett, Danny Glover, Cheryl Lee Ralph, and associate producer Linda Kulissis. There's a walk with Charles Burnett, a new hour-long conversation between Burnett and filmmaker Robert Townsend, who directed Hollywood Shuffle, amongst other things, that revisits Burnett's films and shooting locations. There's a short video tribute to Burnett produced for the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, and you get a poster which also has an essay on the back of it. So it's a really nice addition. It's a really nice little film. Again, if you are willing or interested in seeing Danny Glover showing off his dark side, it's well worth it. But Mary Alice is absolutely wonderful as well, and it's really, like I said, it's a film about the choices you make. It's a film about the person you used to be and trying to change it. You know, there's a character who was a good time girl back in the day, who Danny Glover must have known in the biblical sense, but she has now been saved by Christ, and he's constantly kind of having little jabs at her, and she just keeps saying, I'm saved, I'm a different person. So it's whether you can actually change. Danny Glover, there's a kind of element like things happen when he's around. Things fall and break just before he turns up on the doorstep. There's a character who's pregnant and she gets a kick as she's introduced to Danny Glover. So there's a kind of undercurrent of whether Danny Glover is some kind of malevolent force as he kind of turns up on this family's porch as he's passing through. It's a really lovely little film. Again, not full of bombast and, you know, huge revelations and anything. It's just a very nice little film about family life. So thanks very much for watching this random review, and let me know in the comments below if you have seen Charles Burnett's To Sleep With Anger and what you think of it. And hopefully we'll see you again for more random reviews. This is Solitude Ronan saying farewell.